schizophrenic, okay? Shot when I land, okay? I'm in Japan, okay?
Out, valet, walk out, all these bins I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from the Superdome. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. On first down, Breeze. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing a second and long. Here's Breeze. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
And he better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Ready? You waiting?
Breeze now. Forced out to his left. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that's what we just saw there. Not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed and the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. So he got free at one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bud Dupree able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Caught by the tight end Watson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And it's complete. It's Watson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Looking for the end zone, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. First carry for James Conner. Gets around him. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. The Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nicely.
He prepared himself as if he were going to be the starter right from week 1. And I got to see him in preseason, and you saw a little bit of everything. His ability to run inside, also run to the perimeter, catch the ball out of the backfield. And how about his season opener against Cleveland? They didn't win the game, but he played awfully well, 135 yards rushing, and he helped close out a big win at Tampa Bay in Week 3 on Monday Night Football with some nice runs down the stretch.
On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And McDonald here over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Here's Connor. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They run with Connor. And an alley to run. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. On third down, it's Connor, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line. The football going back to the New Orleans Saints. And I wanted to ask you, Charles, for the Saints, how you think they stack up against the other teams near the top of the NFC, the Rams, the Bears. Where do you think they figure in?
Well, they can score well enough that if the Rams set a heavy pace, they can go out and they can score with them and stay right there. They have enough defense that if Chicago makes it a low-scoring defensive affair, they got enough defense to win that way. So my answer in short order is they stack up with anyone. In a lot of ways, I think everyone has to figure out if they stack up with New Orleans. Because at the end of the day, Drew Brees is calling plays for the New Orleans Saints and throwing the football downfield. He could be the difference in any big game.
And maybe they have a little extra motivation with the way their season ended last year against Minnesota. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready. You waiting?
From the gun, it's Breeze. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the approach.
It's caught inside the 25. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Ready? You ready? Hey, easy.
Breeze now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a keep.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Toss play, Connor. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Third and 2, now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. That's taken on the 25. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Well, partner, league-wide, I think we're set up for a wild month of January. It seems like this season, more than others, we've had a number of teams that you maybe say, hey, they're the Super Bowl favorites. Kind of the Rams early, then it was the Chiefs. Patriots kept winning, then the Saints, and now, heck, maybe even the Texans or the Bears could claim that moniker.
Yeah, it's going to make for a wild month of January. And you just wonder right now, are we missing a team or two that's just a little bit outside the playoff hunt? Could they get hot and be those teams you don't want to play and carry that momentum all the way to the Super Bowl? Yes, I'm looking at the Indianapolis Colts as one of those teams.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Shotgun now for Breeze. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Breeze going to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
Well, they always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll get 3 up to midfield.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Roethlisberger. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
I do want to take this time to mention that the next few months, very big in the competitive Madden Championship Series. A few weeks ago, we saw Skimbo go back-to-back.
That's right, back-to-back, 2nd straight year.
You're fired up. And then next up, the Madden Challenge, and it's a $190,000 prize pool, and the ladders to qualify for that tournament now available in MUT draft mode. Exciting things. By the way, do you have a gamer tag, Charles?
No, I do not have a gamer tag. You must be a good player in order to earn a moniker.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Throwing now is Breeze. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cameron Hayward in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the Steelers on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. It's McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Connor. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now it's Connor. Down to the 25. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is caught, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jesse James, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point now by Boswell. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
21.
Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, here's Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
11.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 30, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cody Sensible. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the Steelers on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
50.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And I don't quite know what's happening here. It's a first down, but the field goal team is out onto the field. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. One final try here for Breeze. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we say so long from New Orleans.